Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the final episode of Journey to Jaburo here on Kevan Plays a Mech Game. So today we're going to look at this tactics battle mode, and we're also going to watch the intro cutscene to the game, and after you beat the game there's a alternative intro cutscene, so we can see them in this movie section. And this stuff's all for the tactics battle. At the end of each mission, they'll, give you a little congratulatory message, and when you get new mobile suits from certain pilots, like here we can see Shiro Amada, or the White Dingoes, or I think that's Yu Kajima from Blue Destiny, and Christina McKenzie from War in the Pocket, and then there's some for Xeon as well. I haven't unlocked all the messages, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. So for the tactics battle, it's basically 3 missions that you can play as either the Xeon or Federation. So the first mission is you're defending a Federation base or attacking it if you're the Xeon. Then there's an attack in a city, and shooting down a Gao or protecting a Gao in the desert. So we'll do all 3 missions, I guess, why not? And we'll do some of them as the Federation and some of them as Xeon. Let's see, which one do we want to start with? Let's start with this one, the attack on the Gao, because why not? Yeah, we won't worry about that. So I've unlocked all of the Federation mobile suits. GM, Gun Cannon, Gun Tank, Gundam, GM Sniper 2 in the White Dingo colors from Side Story on the Dreamcast, which is a fantastic game. Ground Gundam from 8th MS Team, Blue Destiny, which is from the manga Blue Destiny, and there were some Sega Saturn games. The manga is really excellent. It was translated into English, and I would highly recommend it. And then obviously the Alex from War in the Pocket. Sorry, excuse me. So I don't know, let's do this one as the Blue Destiny. So we'll do one as Blue Destiny, one as Alex, and we'll do one as Xeon. We'll get to that in a minute. So the Blue Destiny's got really good thrusters. Its special attack is it fires its machine gun and shoots missiles. Its regular weapon, the machine gun, is kind of weak. And sometimes you'll hear it kind of turn on the exam system. So that was something in the manga. It was a special computer system that basically gave pilots the abilities of a new type by trapping the soul of a new type inside of a computer or something. So blame that one on some crazy Xeon scientist from the Flanagan Institute. So there you go, it's a nice blue color. Like I said, its machine gun is not amazing, but we can also launch missiles. There we go. Which apparently is also not like the most amazing thing ever. So these missions do scale, which is kind of cool, I guess. So if you're in a better mobile suit, they'll be harder. I'll tell you what mobile suits really suck for the Federation. The gun tank, obviously. Although getting it on top of the Gao attack carrier was pretty funny. Oops. Oh, jump away. We're getting worked here. The ground Gundam is also just awful. For some reason, it doesn't have the machine gun that Shiro Amada uses in the first bit. It has the giant cannon that you see. I can't remember his name now. Sanders use in a couple of episodes. And for some reason, it just seems really unpowerful. It knocks. Unpowerful. That's not a word. Weak. It knocks enemy mobile suits over, which is fine. But it doesn't really damage them, so it takes forever to kill anything. The GM's okay. It's nothing special. It's just like a weaker Gundam. The gun tank, or gun cannon, sorry, excuse me, is awesome. For some reason, it's like the cannons on its shoulders are really, really good. Let's see, is there anything else? I like this mission because you can see, you know, fighters dogfighting in the air, which is pretty cool. Let's see, what was I talking about? And the Alex is, it's really fast. We'll get to that in a few minutes. The GM Sniper 2 is one of my favorite mobile suits. Partly because I love Side Story on the Dreamcast. It's a fantastic game. We'll get to it someday. Oh, out of my way, Goof. So the GM Sniper 2 has really good thrusters, and it has good lock-on capabilities, and it carries the large sniper beam rifle you see in 8th MS team, which is pretty cool. Its big downside is it doesn't carry a lot of ammunition, especially for its special attack. I'm trying to think. I think that's all the mobile suits for the Federation side. So I think when we get down, if we get down to much lower health, you'll see the back of its head, and its lights, the eyes will turn red. So you know the exam system's on. I don't know if it does anything to the actual gameplay. So now we wait. I think some DOMs will show up eventually. Come on. This is just killing time for the sake of killing time. Killed all of the enemy mobile suits. Yeah, there's a core booster. That would have been a cool thing if they let you unlock that. But, nope. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Finally. I suspect it'll be a couple of DOMs. And I was correct. I hate fighting DOMs. Alright, whatever, let's just take out the cow. So it comes from this corner, we just hop on top. Same thing we did in Mission 2. Easy peasy. Oops, except I missed that. Come on, walk, 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 walk. Okay, whatever. Get up here, let the thrusters recharge, and then we'll just take this thing down. Whoa, except it's firing laser beams at us. Oh, you can see that the light on the back of its head has gone red now. And if you look at the front, its eyes are red too. You may have heard some woman say something. I have no idea what she says. Ah! Stupid invisible walls. Well, this isn't going to be very good. Oh. Those are definitely bombs. On top of those yet? I mean, it's kind of cool that they put a Gao mission in here. There we go. Yay! Okay, that's fine. So yeah, there's these little cutscenes where Miss Matilda tells you to do stuff. You can save data. I don't know why we'd want to at this point, but we're going to anyway. Okay, so let's do a Xeon mission now. And I'll show the Xeon mobile suits I've unlocked. I've unlocked most of them, not all of them, obviously. Sure, let's do this one.
Our forces are
Okay, so you start with just a Zaku 2. it's probably the worst. And then, thankfully, after that, they give you a goof, which I haven't used much because they also give you Zaku 2, which is awesome, so I just kept using that. So there's the GOG, Charzagok, which is probably one of the best Zeon mobile suits that you can use, and the Camphor, which you'll remember from War in the Pocket, which we're going to use now. I think the only things that I haven't unlocked are the High GOG, Garma's Zaku 2, which who needs that when you have Zaku 2, and a Dom. But, you know, the way you unlock things is by playing lots, and I just didn't want to play that much anymore. So the Camphor is armed with a shotgun. It has really good thrusters, and its special attack is something a little... You'll see it, don't worry. It's going to be pretty cool. But because of its shotgun, it's not very... You know, it's not a ranged mobile suit. You gotta get in close, which is a little annoying. So as the Zeon, you attack a Federation base, and you just destroy a bunch of things. No problem. And they give you a couple of Zaku 2s as backup. Hey look, Zaku 2s. But we don't need them. Adios. There we go. I mean, just look how long the thrusters are lasting on this. We can go for so far. We made it like halfway across the map. That's insane. Okay. So, one of the things that they have defending this base is a couple of gun tanks, which, you know, it's fine, I guess. Go, little shotgun. And then, here, I'll show the special attack. Whoosh. Yep, he throws out the chain bombs, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we have to destroy these things, that. There's a silly GM behind us. I really like War in the Pocket as a Gundam series. I don't really like the way that the Camphor just, like, destroys all those GMs, because I quite like many of them. There's a Sniper 2 Custom in there, and there was the Gun Cannon mass production types. So, I don't know. Oh, wow, this thing just wrecks those buildings. So yeah, so we have to destroy the buildings, destroy the guns. I would normally be very thorough about this, but I just, you know, I don't want this video to take forever. So we're just gonna do things as kind of quickly as possible. Obviously, the more stuff you destroy, the better ranking you get. But there's certain, you know, minimums you have to do in order to beat the mission. So we have to destroy the hangars and a couple of guns, and that's about it. May as well destroy that Type 61 tank as well. Here we go. So I think the Camphor is probably a favorite, that's why I picked it. Obviously, it's another thing you probably won't see in any of the missions. It's a little weird, so for some of the Federation mobile suits, in order to unlock them, you have to beat the pilots in sort of like a challenge mode, which is a little weird. But for Zeon, you don't, so at least they didn't ask me to do that for the other things. Oh hey, we got an A+. Sweet.
I see.
Amazing results. With you on our team, Zeon may continue to
I forget
fight
this
on.
character's name, but I think it comes originally from a Japanese arcade game. Shay has cosplayed the Federation version of that character. There's two. There's a Zeon one and a Federation one. And I know the Federation one, I think her name is Riku, but I can't remember the Zeon one for the life of me. So, if you haven't seen that cosplay, you should definitely check it out. Okay, And we'll do one more mission. You can probably guess what mobile suit I'll pick for this one. So I like this mission. It reminds me of one of the final episodes of 8th MS Team, where you have to defend, where Shiromata defends the gun tanks against Norris and his sweet gift custom. I'm gonna pick the Alex because I'm sure that's what people want to see if they want to see something. Because the Alex is really awesome. So it's like the regular Gundam, except it has really good thrusters. Its special is it has its wrist-mounted Vulcans, which is pretty sweet, and its regular weapon is just a beam rifle. So, in some ways, it's kind of a letdown because its special isn't as good as the regular Gundams. Because the regular Gundam special is it just fires a more powerful beam rifle shot. So, oh yeah, look at that thrusters. There you go, so you can see the wrist-mounted Vulcans there. Not, like, you know, I hit that Zaku square in the face, didn't even really hurt him. So, a bit of a letdown there. So you can see, you might not have been able to see, but we had gun tanks there that we have to, well, we don't have to protect them, but that's what reminds me of that level of Shiromata in 8th MS Team. And if you look on some of these buildings, you'll see billboards for PlayStation Magazine, which is kind of funny. I swear I thought I saw one of them say something about Metal Gear Solid, but that could have just been my mind playing tricks on me. Wrist-mounted Vulcans again! There you go. So I think the next guys that we have to worry about... Let's see. Oh, no, that's not PlayStation Magazine. Yeah, PlayStation Magazine. Like, okay. More PlayStation billboards. That's just funny. What's this one say? Tips and tricks? Okay. Oh, PlayStation. Is that Electronic Gaming Monthly? That is. That's so funny. It's just like a row upon row of billboards for magazines. Oops. There we go. Ah, that guy hit me with his Zaku rockets. That's, by the way, the Zaku's, like, special attack. Not very effective. Seriously, that Zaku machine gun is probably the worst weapon in this game. It might also be possible to unlock a Zaku 1, but I can't remember if that's a thing. If it is, I didn't do it. Hold on. What game is this for? I don't know why I like looking at these billboards. I can't quite read it. Still pretty funny. So yeah, the city's pretty cool to play in, pretty fun. I remember as a kid I used to play these tactics missions a lot. I don't really know why, if I'm honest. I was a bit of a completionist. I wanted to try and unlock every mobile suit, so back then I did. But since then I've misplaced that memory card, so... You know, lost to the ages, as they say. So, oh, here comes some DOMs. Yeah, back then I think I tried to get an S ranking on every single mission. You know, this was back when the internet, before the internet was really a thing. So there wasn't really any, you know, guides on how to do stuff, so you just did your best. I did a good job, though. I'll say that. Ah, stupid DOMs. Gotta admit, the Alex looks really cool. I kind of wish there was a way to get it in its, like, full armored. But obviously that would make it pretty broken. Yeah! Wrist-mounted Vulcans! Oi, get away! Away! Ow. Maybe I should have unlocked the Dom. Ah, whatever, yeah, you guys saw what you wanted to see. The camphor was what everyone wanted to see, so... Or, I'm assuming. It's pretty cool. If you like, War in the Pocket, that is. Which you should. It's like 6 episodes of awesome. It's one of the best Gundam series, and it's really short. And really, really sad. Attacking enemy squadron's been wiped out. Ooh, S-. Nice. I'll take it.
Results were beyond expectation. You know what? I think you may be a new type.
You know what, Miss Matilda? I think you might be right. To be fair, the Alex is like the ARC-78 NT1, and the NT stands for new type. It was a mobile suit specifically designed for new types. Amuro Ray, if we're being specific here. Okay, so those are the 3 missions. You know, the Xeon side of them, or the opposite side that I played, is pretty much the same. If you're not attacking, you're defending. So, and then the middle one with the city is kind of the same for both. So let's take a quick look. There's an opening cutscene that's all CG that is probably worth watching at least a little bit of. And then there's a, we'll get to that, the one that was going to show in a second. I guess we could have just watched it there, but that's fine. It uses the original Gundam series theme, but it has animation from all of the Gundam series that we've seen, that we saw the mobile suits from, which is really cool. Oh, I'll turn the volume up too, so you can hear it better.
It is the year 0079 of the Universal Century. A half-century has passed since Earth began moving its burgeoning population into gigantic orbiting space colonies. Above the planet float hundreds of enormous cylinders with artificial living environments so that people can live as though they were on Earth. 9 months ago, the cluster of colonies furthest from the Earth, called Side 3, proclaimed itself the Principality of Zeon and launched a war of independence against the Earth Federation. Initial fighting lasted over 1 month and saw both sides lose half their respective populations. People were horrified by the indescribable atrocities that had been committed in the name of independence. 8 months had passed since the rebellion began. They were at a stalemate.
Look out! What kind of enemy weapon is that? Must be the Federation's white mobile suit we've heard so much about.
So that was pretty cool. We saw some interesting things there. That opening space battle would have been Operation British, when Zeon drops a colony. They're trying to drop it on Jaburo, but the Federation was able to change its course, and it drops instead on Sydney, Alaska, which is awful for the people of Sydney. You can see more about that, or at least you can see a little bit more about that, or learn some more of it in the series Stardust Memory. You won't see the actual Operation British, but you can see some of the repercussions of it. This other stuff is like trailers for other games and series. This is Gundam Battle Assault for the PlayStation 1. This is Zeonic Front, which we'll probably end up playing as my next Gundam game. And then just like trailers for some of the anime series. So, Mobile Suit Gundam, War in the Pocket, Stardust Memory, 8th MS Team, Endless Waltz. This was back when Gundam was really starting to become a thing in North America, and they were trying to subtitle or dub every series. So when I was younger, I didn't have the DVDs, so I watched this to learn stuff about the other series, and then eventually I watched them all. This game, it's weird that they're advertising a PlayStation 1 game on a PlayStation 2, but whatever. Cutscenes from the story. This is an alternate ending for Rambaral. I just didn't unlock it because it would have taken too long. So let's watch this. Oh man, if that didn't get you going, you need to get your pulse checked. I kind of wish that, you know, there was a game where you could assemble a Gundam Dream Team like that. Like at the end, oh, that'd be amazing. Are these other ones worth watching? So this is the one with the white dingoes. You notice that, like, yeah, oh man, GM Sniper 2 Custom. So cool.
Hmm? Ah, you the hotshot pilot I heard about? Well, only flying aces like us white dingoes have received authorization to use these GM Sniper 2s, because these gym suits are customized to the limit. Can you handle one of these? Hmm?
Yeah, obviously. That guy you saw walk across in the background, he's the commander of the White Dingoes. That's why he didn't talk. And I guess we'll watch the one for the Blue Destiny.
That was awesome, wow! I'm sure you can handle this machine. You know what? I'd even say you're ready for the whole exam system. Now do a good job.
That was awesome, wow! Yeah, okay. Alright, fine. We'll watch the other one with Shiromata and the one with Christina McKenzie.
Hey, I'll tell you something. It sure is good to know that we've got an ace pilot like you fighting on our side. I'm looking forward to working with you.
You'll notice that they use a different voice actor for him than what they actually use for the series. And I think it's the same for Christina McKenzie. And why do we get a Ground Gundam and not the Easy 8? That would have been way better. Fine, whatever. Let's watch hers too.
Well, nice job. You sure whipped me this time. My G4 team. Its reputation's gonna take a hit for this. I bet you'll be able to handle the Alex with no trouble at all. Give it your best shot.
Again, different voice actress. Lame. Okay, fine. We'll end with Char giving us a Zagok.
I can't take the Zagok up into outer space. I really couldn't care less what you do with it. But one thing, I'm not going to be handing over my alias, the Red Comet.
There we go. Okay, so that's it for Journey to Jaburo. Hopefully you enjoyed the series and the game. I do recommend it if you're a Gundam fan. If you're not a Gundam fan, but you'd like to learn more about Gundam, it's a good game because of all these anime cutscenes. The controls are something that you learn to get used to. After the first couple of missions, I fell right back into it. So if you can get past mission 2 or 3, you're good to go. And it's really cheap. It's not an expensive game. I think Side Story for the Dreamcast is expensive, and maybe some of the other ones, but this one really isn't. And there aren't really any modern Gundam games out for the modern consoles that are good. There's just the Dynasty Warrior ones, and those grow pretty tedious. Yes, I have played all of them. Well, not Reborn, because there's no physical copy for that in North America. But all the other ones I have, and so I kind of know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, we'll see you next time for our next Mech Game. Not sure what it'll be yet. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.